Hey guys, welcome back to Vlogs by Kami. Guys, the 27th was my birthday. Comment down below and wish me happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to me. Yes, your girl is 29. Can you believe? One more year until the good girl reach 30. Age off a calendar or something. Alright? So today guys, I'm back because I'm hopping on the trending news. I'm upping on the trending news because I personally just feel like all of this is just a huge distraction to block you guys from, seeing my motivational content, for seeing the spiritual aspect of everything. So, as you see in the title above, we're diving right in. All right. So, what if the Epstein scandal isn't just about politics, but about ancient spiritual warfare? All right, so as you guys know, Trump name has recently been appearing in the Epstein's related documents. So there has been a lot of chattering, a lot of conclusions being drawn, politics, but do they know that this is a spiritual warfare? The they don't even see that this is actually connected to Moloch. That is one of the entities that is listed in the Bible that you offer up your child to them. And when you offer up your child, that means torturing the child and putting that child through traumatic experiences because that then releases the so called substance known as adrenochrome. So, guys, we're going to be diving in and we're going to give you the full breakdown. We're going to talk facts. We're not pretty up nothing, we not hide nothing. And guys gonna go understand. And if me realize that there is something that is going against the algorithm here, just know me switch it up and me just start my Jamaican language and done. Alright. So let's take a look at the timeline of everything that's going on with Trump. We noticed that his name was brought up in the flight logs. We noticed that his names were in social events. There's numerous pictures on the internet that we can find. And there's also controversial quotes. So we also noticed that there has been a recent development when it comes on to like lawsuits, the subpoenas, as well as the DOJ resistance, mega base reaction, as well as internal political fallout. So this is something that is very severe because as you know, if you don't know about Epstein, Epstein is a sick man that preys on young kids. It benefits him to see kids hurt. He benefits financially to get kids. And that girl known as Ghislaine Maxwell, most likely her father was abusing her. Allegedly. You understand? So she became an abuser. She no longer wanted to be the victim. She wanted to become the abuser. I'm not making any way for her because she had all of the resources in the world that could have exposed this. But then again, we know how they turn up dead and stuff like that. So it's just a lot to fully break down. So take all of those into consideration, guys. And I want you guys to know that this is deeper. This is way deeper than what y'all think. So, Leviticus 18, verse 21, Jeremiah 32, verse 35. You guys can pull out your Bible and you can find that entity that is known as a Moloch. He is the one that they do child sacrificing to. They believe that when you offer your first child up to him, that you will be blessed with riches. Now, ancient depictions of Moloch describes him as a bull-headed idol. He head favor bull. Fire rituals and spiritual corruption. So when you hear Moloch, him are the worst, 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 are the worst. And when you hear him, you just know the sacrifice of innocence is going on because of what? Power. Now, if you look at Ephesians 6, verse 12, it says that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but spiritual beings that are in high places. Guys, the Bible is your best friend in times like these. The Bible clearly break everything down and make we know say Satan is in control of the earth. So since he's in control of the earth, do you think it's going to be peace and rain for God's people? No. He's going to make the place a living hell for us so that we can turn our backs on God like he boasted and go with him. But deep down, Satan not have no loyalty to nobody at all. So all of these entities here that we're talking about are linked to Satan because he cannot be in more than one place at the same time. Only Jehovah God has the ability to do that. So that's why you have to have your little minions them like Moloch, Bibblezel, and all of them. All Judas too is a dynamic entity. They also have the spirit of Judas. You don't want that the spirit that depend on you. Remember me tell you, because there's no coming back from him. Alright? Now, just so that we can link everything, right? Even in the Vatican City, there is a statue of the Moloch in the Vatican City for Roman Catholic people. Guys, make it make sense. Open your eyes, remove the veil. Spiritual discernment is needed in order for you to interpret what is really going on right now. So the most that I can encourage you to do is to just pray for the truth and pray for justice. Do you believe that this is just politics or is it something deeper? Guys, comment down below, interact with me, tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel about this world events and what go on. Alright guys, tell me how you feel about it. So, as I said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of the world. What if the Epstein files are more than a political scandal? What if they're a reflection of a spiritual warfare? Moloch, the bull-headed idol of fire and sacrifice, demanded innocence in exchange for power. So today we see echoes of the same corruption in systems built on sorcery, exploitation, and silence. As believers, we must discern the spiritual forces behind the headlines. This isn't just about Trump or Epstein. It's about the war for truth, justice, and the soul of a generation. Guys, pray for exposure, pray for deliverance, and pray for discernment. Comment down below, is this just politics or is it something deeper? And subscribe for more spiritual breakdown of current events. All right? So, guys, big up on yourself. Like, share, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hashtag Epstein files, hashtag Trump controversy, hashtag Moloch exposed.